Okay.
Okay, hi, we're back. I'm here with Nicole Bryan, and so we're gonna finish her interview. We had a little camera glitch. So, Nicole, can you tell me, prior to November 2016, what were you as active as you are now in politics?
Actually, for particular elections, yes. But once those were over, I kind of laid low. Wasn't quite as active as I was. I was more focused on my career at that point. But, you know, I've always jumped in when it was necessary, when I thought that there was a cause that needed some help and I was able to do it, then I would do that. And so off and on, but really seriously committed in the 2016 election and forward. That's right.
Okay. So when President Barack Obama was in office, did you do any activism?
Oh yeah, absolutely. For both of his presidential campaigns.
You did.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh yes.
What about resistance? Did you do any kind of resistance to that? Do you recall?
No, I really didn't do a whole lot. Helped to get him elected, and then waited to see what he was going to do policy-wise. Did a lot of work around social justice issues, criminal justice reform, healthcare, but specifically politics, no. Outside of the regular elections, I've always voted in every election ever since I was eligible to. But necessarily jumping into each campaign since then, no.
Okay. So when you're doing a lot of your activism, do you have concerns about safety or safety anywhere else?
Well, yeah, of course. I mean, I'm originally from Maryland, so I'm from a very liberal area, very a lot of minorities, different ethnicities that I'm used to. Instead of being here, like I said, I just moved here 5 years ago to the heart of the Confederacy. And yeah, there have been some concerns about my safety because I'm pretty outspoken, as some of you may know. I wear my t-shirts proudly, and I have my car, I call it the anti-Trump-mobile. It's covered in many, many anti-Trump stickers, and I drive around in some pretty conservative areas. But, you know, I'm of the opinion that if there are people who can fly Confederate flags and, you know, be part of the Tea Party and proudly display what they believe in, then so can I.
And so you just go about your life. What county do you live in?
I live in South Chesterfield County. Yes.
It's pretty diverse.
Yes, indeed. So, pretty close to Petersburg, not far from Virginia State University. But as a nurse where I take assignments and I do travel to various parts of Virginia, which is actually part of what I like, in some pretty conservative places, Charlottesville, you know, Blackstone, wherever. I do, and I will say this, that even though I'm a liberal doesn't mean I'm a pacifist, and I do have a personal firearm for my protection when I go into certain areas of Virginia.
Now, I know I met you at Blackstone, David Black's town hall.
Yes.
And you were getting some signatures.
Yes, I was working for the Perriello campaign at that time, garnering signatures to get his name on the ballot for the primary election.
And since then, we've kind of run each other
at many different events.
And now we're friends.
Yes.
Which is what happens.
That's right.
How did you get involved with liberal women of Chesterfield County?
After the election, I was despondent for a little while, I will admit. But then I got my fire back and I said, you know, there have to be more liberals in this town that I know about. And I went in search of them online, social media. And I got invited to a Liberal Women of Chesterfield County meeting that was being held in Midlothian, and I went, and I've been a member ever since, and I've been working on a lot of their campaigns for education, food, LGBT rights, you name it. Also specifically helping the local candidates through Liberal Women Chesterfield County as well.
Yeah, I was really happy to find you there too.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Because I think I only found them maybe a couple months ago, not long, just a few months ago. So I was really happy to have them there.
Well, they're a closed Facebook group, so you have to know someone who
Right.
can get you into the group online.
Exactly, and I was invited through one of my friends. So what do you see happening for you in politics in the future? Fast forward.
Well, I'll tell you honestly, since I've become so active, I've had lots of campaigns approach me to do paid work, which surprised me because I've always done work for free of charge. I volunteer a lot of my time for causes I believe in. So evidently there are people that want to pay me for what I do naturally, which is great. You know, if I can incorporate that into being a healthcare advocate, then hey, by all means. I'm not against money.
Right.
Okay.
Well, we certainly appreciate you in our community. Like, we thank you, and I wanted to take you to lunch to show you my appreciation
Well, thank you very
of you, and we want you to continue. We need you to continue along with all of us so that we can fight this divisive administration.
I worry so much now about my patients. Like I was saying, I work a lot with Medicaid patients, and I know that this healthcare bill is going to hurt so many people, and not just my patients. When there's a person, there's a community around them that supports them. They're going to be hurt as well. I think about a lot, particularly one of my patients who's a single dad, and he has a child with autism and Down syndrome. So if he can't get Medicaid to pay for the aide that picks up his son off the school bus and stays with him until he gets home from work, then how's he going to work? You know, the Republicans and conservatives talk so much about personal responsibility and self-reliance, and then you want to take away those services that allow people to be self-reliant. I think it's absolutely insane.
I absolutely agree with you. I really believe that they're going to do everything within their power on Monday to shove this horrible bill down our throats. And I'm hoping that everybody's going to step up and really realize that this is a exciting moment in our history that we all have to stand on board and put our hands up and do something about it. We can't just sit back and do nothing anymore.
I mean, what is life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, right? And part of life is health. So it is a fundamental right. I'm sorry that particular argument that it's a privilege and not a right is out of the window. We have to accept that it is a right and that we have to take care of our people. We're the only industrialized country in the world that does not have universal health care for all of its citizens, and it is a shame. It is sad, and we need to, if not have universal health care at this time, at least keep what we have in place and build.
That's right. I absolutely agree. Well, on that note, I couldn't have said it any better. I thank Nicole and her wonderful husband for coming here today. And you have how many children?
One. Yes, one
older.
privileged 16-year-old son.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Okay. Bye, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Bye.